day, this frustration and bitterness reached its peak. Swami, this is totally unfair. I am cutty with you. Around 2004, one day, or for a few days, I kept feeling, every Sunday we would go to Puttaparthi from Anantapur. I kept feeling I'm not getting the attention that I deserved. Okay? So I said, oh, Swami is not coming my way. Swami is not looking at me. Swami hasn't given me a namaskar for long. No, that's not enough. Swami says, I am man is half-truth. I'm not animal is the other half-truth. Now, the other half of this truth was, he was not only not coming near me or giving me attention, he was giving attention according to me to all the insincere people around me. Now, that aggravated my problem, in my mind at least. I said, Swami, so-and-so actually was doing this last week, was rude, didn't do this, didn't participate in this, and you went straight to that person and gave. No, I was continuously, this is the mistake we all make even now. There was, I'm just digressing a little because I remembered something else. There was this teacher who was seeking Bhagawan's permission to do a PhD. So she wanted to compare something with something else. Swami said, no comparison. Comparison, depression, always. So it's when we compare one person with another or one instance with another that it leads to unhappiness. Now, this can happen to us every day. So here I was, not only unhappy that I was not receiving attention. Now, first thing to notice, it is all about attention, because those years, you are not grown up or matured enough to understand that Swami's attention and affection is very different from his love and grace. Attention and affection can be more publicly noticed, but his love and grace in our lives is so personal to each of us, isn't it? So I hadn't learned that then. So here I was, and one day this frustration and bitterness reached its peak. So I said, Swami, this is totally unfair. I haven't had a namaskar. I haven't had you come my way for so long. I am cutty with you. Now, you have many other friends. So cutty. I'll just keep doing my work. You carry on with whomever you're happy with. And when we are immature, we do these things. And I forgot about this. And so I was saying this to a colleague who was there. And I said, I'm really annoyed with Swami, you know. And she said, what are you saying? I said, yeah, I'm really cutty with him. And if he really wants to make up, he has to do something extraordinary. This time, I am not going to relent. In about half an hour or so, I received a call from Prashanti Nilayam. There was this lady who called me and said, we are organizing a program, and I want you to be a part of that. Would you like to be? So I was dilly-dallying and I was saying, oh, I don't know, I'll think it over. I'm not sure. I thought of a lot of ramifications. I said, I'll just think it over and get back. I cut the call and I mentioned to this colleague, you know, this call was this. She said, hey, don't you think that was Swami? You just told him that you want his attention, and then there is an opportunity for you to do something in front of his physical presence. Why are you even thinking? I said, oh, I didn't think in that angle. Okay. So I immediately called back and said, yes, I am in. So it was a week or 10 days to go for the program. We had this panel discussion in front of Bhagawan on the relevance of Mother Sita in today's world. So Bhagawan was sitting on the dais. We were sitting just a little away from him. We had this panel discussion. It went well. Bhagawan was immensely pleased. I'll cut this short. I want to just mention the parts that are relevant here. So, of course, he finished the thing and he got up in his place and he asked me, what's your name? Now, I was behind a table and chair, so I couldn't go all the way out. And isn't it very awkward to shout your name to Swami in front of crowds watching you? So I was in a little embarrassment. But luckily, somebody near me went ahead and said, Swami. So I said, Swami Rani. He came closer. He created the ring. And then Of course, some conversation happened. He asked all of us who were participants, who wants the ring? He asked. Next, bait. So everybody was, at least we were wise enough to say, Swami, whomever you want to give. And then, with his eyes, he beckoned me. So I went. As soon as I went, he said, Nuvu, mana ammai kadu? Aren't you our girl? Mana college lo chadivavu? And I'm not answering because a moment, it was an epiphanous moment. Something of 10 years back came back looking at those eyes and that face. The same glint of pride for a few seconds. Look at the ways he finds to fulfill when it's a desire concerning him. I said, yes, Swami. So, point one knocked off. Then, we haven't seen Swami put around a lady a jewel that is created. So I cupped my hands to receive the ring. He pushed aside my hands and looked for my fingers. Now, you cannot show your left hand to Swami. So I showed my right hand like this. So I said, Swami, can... He pushed it aside, took this hand, took this finger, and slipped it in. So that was one time when his hands held mine. But the crux of the story is not here. I went back. It was a beautiful day. Morning and evening, he made us feel so special. I went back to the hostel. And then, all the children, girls came around and said, ma'am, show your ring. And a lot of excitement was happening. Until one of the girls who met me said, ma'am, how lucky. Today is Friendship Day. I said, what? Now, I hadn't heard of this, honestly. So I said, oh, really? Now, I didn't know what this meant also. This is August 1st, 2004. So I was taken aback, but I didn't know what exactly this Friendship Day was. So I said, oh, really? Oh, how nice. I didn't know. I waited for the children to leave. And I quickly went to Professor Google and said, Friendship Day. And then it said, the first Sunday of every August is celebrated as International Friendship Day. Remember, I told him, Katti, I'm not friends with you. And he chose that particular day specifically just to ensure that I don't miss the point. That is beloved Bhagawan.